Hi folks, and welcome to another video on new interactive animatronic toys coming out in 2024. So we're going to start with these. Now, I'm not sure how you pronounce this. It's maybe Puny Runes, do you think?
Puny Runes.
Puny Rune. Puny Runes, is it?
Puny Runes.
Puny Runes.
Or Puny Runes.
Not quite sure how you pronounce it. So this is actually a Japanese toy by Takara Tomy.
Yeah.
It's been out a couple of years, but now Spin Master.
It's been out a couple of years just in Japan, you mean?
Yeah, just in Japan. But now Spin Master is distributing it globally so that we can have the joy of having one of these. I think this is, it's Japanese, isn't it? It's wonderful. They're just so different, the things that they come up with, and so ingenious. So what you do with this is, it's like a little sort of box that you put your finger in. So you've got a screen on the front, and you've got a little creature that looks like a sort of jelly-shaped creature.
Yeah.
And you put your finger in the box to interact with it.
What's in the box then?
And some spongy stuff. So it feels like you're actually prodding.
Touching the things. I see.
The little squishy thing.
So your finger's like entering a virtual world. And
Yes.
Interacting with these things in the virtual world.
And on the... I'm sorry if you can hear our cup Boo in the background. She's been very talkative at the moment. So you have a screen on the front where you see your little critters. But when you put your finger in through the hole, there's an actual visual representation of your finger on the screen. It's just so clever.
I'm not so sure I would want to stick my finger in a hole in a box with unknown creatures in there.
It's a nice little squishy creature.
You're not going to get bitten then or anything like that?
No. Don't think they've got teeth.
Right.
So I found an advertisement for these on Walmart. They haven't actually got them in yet. I think it says they're getting them in the 7th of July. But they've got a description of them. So I'll read out that description next.
Okay.
Product details. Introducing Puny Runes, digital pet toys for kids, combining the fun of caring for digital pets with a squishable, tactile element. Build your own utopia full of super cute, lovable characters. Place a finger inside the Puny Runes toy and discover a squishy button that responds to touch. The LED colour display mirrors your movements on screen as if you're really touching the Puny Runes character. Move the button and watch how the character reacts. Build friendships with your squishy best friend forever and keep them happy with lots of squishes. Prepare their food, give them a bath, clean their room, play games and more. As you play, earn seeds to make food, create accessories and help your Puny Runes grow up from baby to kid to adult. Spend coins in the market to customise the squishies with bow ties, hats, flower crowns and more. Change the colour of your friend and decorate their room. It's so much fun. Explore their world and collect all 55 characters. The pod's compact size is portable to take anywhere you go. Includes 3 AAA batteries. So in this screenshot here, we can see the little critter having a bath. And I've actually watched this because I've seen some Japanese videos where they've been using the Japanese version of this. And that was actually my favourite bit of the video.
When it was having a bath.
When it was having a bath.
Yeah.
Because sort of like pushing it around the bathtub and all, the sort of the suds and the bubbles.
I'm really curious to know how it feels, what you're touching, and how well it mimics the virtual world when you're touching this little what is it, a squishy thing or
it's a squishy thing.
So is it like a joystick or a switch?
Well, it called it a button, didn't it?
Right, okay.
A squishy button. And in the video that I watched, it was like a window, in it, because it's like in the room.
Yeah.
And at certain points, she was picking it up with a finger,
right,
and flicking it out the window.
You can move them around as well as touching them.
She flicked it out the window. It was like flying through the sky.
Sounds
absolutely hilarious.
Sounds like fun, really.
Oh, yeah. One thing I thought was, after reading about this, I got very excited when I read that Spin Master is going to distribute this globally, because I thought, I wonder if that could be the beginning of companies like in the US or Canada distributing
Japanese toys.
Yeah. Because, I really love some of the quirky stuff you get in Japan. It's fabulous, and it's such a pity that it's just in Japan, and we can access it by buying it from Amazon Japan. We pay more than twice the amount because it's got to be shipped.
Spin Master distributes, will save us the trouble of having to do that.
Yeah, but also when you get stuff from Amazon Japan, in the case of something like this, you've got a language barrier. Because I noticed there was a lot of text on that little screen throughout the video that I watched.
So are Takara, Tomy still producing it, but Spin Master are doing the global distribution?
I don't know. All I know is that Spin Master is distributing it and making it suitable for English speakers.
Right, got you.
How do you think this will compare with Bitsies?
Bitsies, with the vibrating screen, where that you sort of enter in the virtual world there, but you were touching the screen.
Personally,
I would think that obviously the screen's going to be better on this.
Yes.
You're not touching them directly, though, are you? But the feel of this could be better.
I think this will feel better.
It is like a Bitsy's idea, isn't it?
Well, these actually predate Bitsies.
Right, so you think maybe Bitsy's got the idea of
Spin
this?
Spin Master got the idea from this, I would think.
Right, and now they want to distribute the original
I
one.
would have thought so, yeah.
Right.
But there's definitely a similarity there, in that you've got, with the Bitsy, you've got so many characters, 15, 20 or 30.
Yeah.
And you look after them, but I think that this is a much richer sort of experience.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
From what I saw of watching that video in Japanese, the Japanese version, because I think you'll just feel like you're interacting with it more when you pet it and when you feed it and all the rest. And it's a whole world. It's not just like something in a little box. They actually fly out the window and like go to different places, like fun fairs and stuff.
Right, yeah.
So I'm really excited for this one coming out. I can't wait. I cannot wait for it. I'm going to be obsessed with this thing, like with the novelty of it. That'll just be me for a few days.
I think we can see a bit
this world.
Repetitive strain injury coming up for the finger.
Well, actually, that's something about this. I don't think it will be, because I think you'd be moving your finger in a sort of more natural way.
Okay.
Not like pressing a button or something. I expect that it'll feel a lot better than using the Bitsy. I always had a bit of a problem sort of touching that edge of the screen correctly anyway. And I hope it'll be really popular, because it would be absolutely fabulous if Spin Master and other toy companies could be encouraged to distribute Japanese toys worldwide, because, like I say, I just think
They've got a great take on them, haven't they? It's something that most of us have not really seen and not exposed to. The Japanese take on toys.
So fingers crossed. Next, we're moving on to NeeDees. Now, I have mentioned these in the previous video, but I've done a bit of an update here because I found them advertised on an Australian retail store, and it had all of them in the packaging and then a close-up picture of all of them and the names of all of them.
Right.
So I thought I'd do a bit of an update here.
So all of them is how many?
12.
Right.
There's 12 standard ones plus a golden duck.
Golden duck, okay.
So I found out now that the hamster's going to be called Chippy hamster.
Chippy.
Yeah, they've all sort of got that double E at the end of the
as
name.
in needy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice, idea.
So this is definitely my favourite.
I thought it would be.
Why?
Well, hamsters. Flock.
Oh, they've all got flock.
They've all got flock.
Yeah. But I like that they've used proper hamster colours, and I like the way they put like that different coloured head, that marking on, and the little bit of colour on the back as well, and the pink feet as well. It's all really nice. This is my second favourite.
Nibbly.
Nibbly, great name for this
Nibbly
one,
the
isn't
needy.
it? Nibbly chipmunk, and I like that they've used again like proper colours for it, so it's like the colours that a chipmunk would be, and it's got the sort of stripe on the back like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
I also like the big fluff tail they've given it. That's really nice as well.
Nice touch.
And with both the hamster and the chipmunk, and the next one we're going to look at, this one, Scampy Mouse. It's another great name, isn't it? Scampy. What I like about these three is they make sense as small things, because a hamster and a chipmunk and a mouse are all small sort of handheld things. What I don't like about the mouse is, though, the choice of colour.
Oh, the mauve, I like that.
It's
not realistic, but it is sweet.
It's not really mauve even to me. That's like a very pale lilac. So I like the tail.
Yeah.
The tail's good.
Yeah.
And it is quite sweet looking, but I prefer the ones where the...
more realistic colouring.
Yeah. Like the hedgehog in the middle here. I like the colouring they've give it. That's like a real hedgehog. I like how they've sort of done the bristles a different colour, and it's not just like a straight line. They've shaped it there. It's nice, that. But the thing about the hedgehog is it doesn't make sense in that it's a bit big, isn't it, to be represented.
All these are the same scale, but the animals that they're based on are not.
Now, Dandy Duck, I think it would have been better if they made it Dandy Duckling and made it look... Well, actually, it does look like more like a young bird, doesn't it?
Yeah, I see, for the small size again.
Yeah, and then that would have made sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think they give it odd markings for a duck. I don't know any ducks that have got those markings, really. Seems a bit odd.
Stylised. I've seen, I think, like mallards have got flashes around the eyes, haven't they? But
yeah. I didn't think it really looked like a duck either. I don't think they got the beak right. I thought the beak looked more like a chick. So the hedgehog is called Ouchie Hedgehog. I don't know where that's come from. It's got a great face. Look at that little muzzle and that little nose. That's really cute. I really like the looks of the hedgehog. It's one of my favourites, I'd say, the styling of it. I mean, they could have made it a baby hedgehog as well, couldn't they?
They could have done,
like the things that are a bit bigger in normal life.
They could have made babies, yeah.
Yeah, and then that would have made sense, wouldn't it? Now, this one, when I saw a picture of this in the last video that I did on NeeDees, I did not have a clue what this was supposed to be. And I was saying, is that supposed to be a guinea pig? Because it's got a tail. Guinea pigs haven't got tails. An otter. That is such a weird thing for them to pick. And he's called Splashy
It's
Otter.
difficult maybe to sort of style an otter. It looks a bit like a cat, doesn't it?
But why have they chosen an otter? Why? There's no, and amongst all these, there's no guinea pig. And I was really disappointed about that. I mean, if you're going to have other pets like a rabbit and a mouse and a hamster and a cat, you'd think they include a guinea pig, wouldn't you?
You would.
And also, I thought it was an odd choice, a duck as well. Why not a budgie?
You think so?
More common pet.
Pet, yeah.
Yeah. So we saw this before. I thought it was a gecko, but it's not. It's a chameleon.
Curly
chameleon. Great name, isn't it? Curly. I quite like the styling on this one. Like the stripes on the back, and like the colouring, and great face. It's just a pity that the pink mouth looks like lipstick.
They all play sounds then. I can see sort of speaker holes in the top of the back on all of them.
Yes, yeah, they've got 50 sounds and reactions. I did talk about the actual functionality of these in the previous video.
Yes.
That's why I'm just focusing on the packaging, what they're called and what they look like.
Onky Pig.
Onky Pig. Another great name.
They really tittle me, these names.
Yeah, they're great, some of the names. But why a pig? It's another odd choice. I mean, I suppose you get mini pigs.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Pets.
Miniature pot-bellied pigs. And,
yeah, but the thing is, guinea pigs are far more popular as pets than mini pigs. So, again, that seems like an odd choice. And finally, we've got 3 standard pets here, 3 most popular pets, I would say. A puppy, a kitten, and a bunny. So we've got Woofy Puppy.
Woofy, yeah.
And that's a sort of lemony colour with sort of orangey bits on his ears and on his back. And we've got a clearer picture of him here.
And you can see the flock there as well, can't you?
You can, can't you?
So they're nice and soft, sort of bristly to the touch, maybe? Soft or bristly? Or both?
Tactile anyway,
Tactile,
not
yeah.
just like plastic. All of these have got these sort of button eyes, haven't they? Black button eyes. They've sort of followed a similar styling with them all. So quite a cute looking little puppy. Next we have Plummy Cat.
Reference to the colour, no doubt.
Yeah, don't like the colour.
No.
Don't think it's appropriate. So here's a closer picture of it. It's nice. The face is nice and the little muzzle and stuff.
Yeah.
But why make it purple? Lilac-y purple.
To come up with a name like Plummy.
I guess so. Not keen on that.
It's like this one's pinky, isn't it? The bunny.
Yes. So finally here we've got Pinky Bunny. What do you think of the styling of the bunny?
It's in line with the rest of them.
You can certainly tell it's a bunny.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the last NeeDees.
Okay.
So we're going to move on to the very last thing I'm going to look at in this video now. It's Pixel Hogs. So I've mentioned this in a previous video, but the makers of this, Eole, have now put a how to use video out on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
And I've just took some stills from it because it shows what sensors it's got. So it says, touch Rexel's head to see his reactions. So he's got touch sensor on his head. Then it says press his mouth to feed him. So must be a press button for the mouth.
I like the squareness of it. It matches the head.
Oh, what, the squareness of...
The nose. Is that the nose?
Oh, the muzzle
Yeah,
square,
the muzzle
yeah.
square, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, the feet are square as well.
The whole thing's quite...
Boxy.
Yeah, it reminds me of something out of SpongeBob.
Tickle his belly a few times and Rexel will act like a chicken. That's nice and quirky, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's got a touch sensor on his belly. Rexel will laugh and scream when you throw and catch him. So he's got some sort of gyro.
Sounds the right character, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, really, doesn't it? Or when you turn him upside down. So, looks like there's a nice use of a gyro. I haven't taken a still of this, but it also had a bit in the how to use video where you shook him to charge him up.
Right, so yeah, there's like gyro stroke accelerometer and the measuring all these things and making him act appropriately.
And finally, if you lay Rexel down, he will fall asleep. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite a fun toy. It's got some interesting sensors there.
Have you seen any toys by this company before, Eole?
I think they made Jiggly Pets.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it. That's all I've got on updated toy news.
That's quite an interesting set of 3.
Yes. So, like the last 2, it was just more information about them. I knew about them already. I mentioned them in previous videos. But the Puny Runes... Oh, I was delighted when I saw that.
Great.
That is just fabulous and quite a surprise. Very unusual thing to do for Spin Master to distribute
Japanese toys globally.
Yeah. So really looking forward to getting that when it comes out, beginning of next month.
Lovely.
But that's it for this video, folks. Hope you found that entertaining and informative to some degree. Thanks for watching as always, and hope to see you next time.